What is up, YouTube? We got Season 3, we've got Team Builders 3, and we got some NFL Honors cards to go over. We don't have the LTD kind of rainbow cards. They didn't tweet it out. We're probably going to get those tomorrow morning, but we got a bunch of information. Let's hop right into it. Season 3, we're going to go over the level rewards, pack rewards. First, we'll go actually the cards. Levels 1 through 26. Nothing special, let's just be honest. Gridiron packs, power passes all the way up to 91, 92. Make sure on the 10k coins or the 1500 training, you take the 10k coins, 1500 training. The ratio right now is about 4.5, so it only equals about, I think, 6.57k. Take your 10k coins, pro fantasy pack, versus stratagem. Nothing too amazing. We know it's EA. They're not going to be too generous. With the level 27 through 50, some notable things. I'm not going to go over the players. 96 overall power pass is the highest overall power pass we can get. 15k training or 2500 training. Again, take the 15k coins. Bunch of pro fantasy packs, which, I mean, we love pro fantasies, but couldn't give us like a legend fantasy pack, an ultimate legend pack. But for the season 3 store offers, and I wish they told us which ones were purchasable only through points and only or through the coin option. So biggest one here though, level 45, the full ultimate legend. You get a platinum 88 overall fantasy pack, which, I mean, that's really useless. Doesn't matter what the card is, it's gonna be 80 overall platinum. You're gonna quick sell it. Harvest Blitz Champion fantasy pack is pretty cool. 94 overall plus full legend. So actually some pretty cool store offers. Now for the cards at level 20, or no, I think it's level 30 actually. At level 30, like Jerry Judy, Dalvin Cook. We've been waiting for him to get an upgrade. This card is actually pretty good. 95 speed, tied for the fastest running back in the game. Of course, only Vikings theme team. 96 change direction, 95 great tackle, 81 catching, elusive back. Honestly, a really good running back for the level. I believe it's what, 50? Yeah, 50. Nick Bolton. I'm a Chiefs fan. I love Nick Bolton, but I don't really understand it's just like PJ Williams. Really odd player choice. Really odd. Card wise, at 93 speed, I know he's not the tallest. 97 block shot, 98 hit power, 91 zone coverage is really good, but of course, only Chiefs theme team. He is a rookie. And then for the champions, these get every single team chem. The defensive guy is Marcus Davenport. They start 89 overall, and then you level them up to 99 through the collectibles you get just leveling up. 94 speed, 96 block shot, 98 power move. A really good card. Don't really know how good of a season Marcus Davenport has had, but hey, it's a 99 overall. It's going to be an end game defense end. And then Pat Freiermuth, the rookie out of Penn State, I believe, for the Steelers, had a great rookie year for a tight end. 93 speed is a tad bit slow, but you can get any team chem on him. 93 run blocking is really good. For me, I'm probably going to choose Pat Freiermuth, and I'm hoping he's good overall at a fullback position. That's where I'm targeting Pat Freiermuth for my team. And then some other news they talked about on Good Morning Madden. Season 2 and Season 3 Champion Exchange set will be going live with the release of Season 3. So you can go ahead and swap out Taylor Mays for Tony Vaselli and all that. And then you'll be able to swap Marcus Davenport for Pat Freiermuth. Hopefully they give us an unlimited amount of like exchange sets, but they might just limit it to 3. For the NFL Honors cards, we're getting 3. The first one, and again, they're 97 overall. I wish they were 98. It just feels like we've been stuck at 97 overall LTDs for about a month. Joe Burrow, his card is not going to be that much different than his 96 overall team. He does get that 4th ability slot when you power him up to 98, but it's Joe Burrow. Going to be about the same card as the 96. TJ Watt, 92 speed, great finesse move, great block shed, great power move. Wish the speed was a tad bit higher, but it's either him or Micah Parsons or Von Miller, probably for the best left outside linebacker. But TJ Watt, of course, was always going to get a card, and they threw us a little bit of curveball since Cooper Kupp is not getting an honors card. They announced yesterday on Good Morning Madden. Jonathan Taylor, I think, is the FedEx Ground Player of the Year. Don't know about 94 speed. All right, he's the 97 overall running back, going to be tied for the highest overall running back in the game. 94 speed. I'm assuming they're going to make that 95 tomorrow morning, because I think the community is outraged with Jonathan Taylor only having 94 speed. And then the last thing we're going to go over is Team Builders 3. These cards are 93 overall. They did not show us the sets via Twitter. We'll probably get those tomorrow morning, but 93 overall. So I will say the stats on a lot of these cards actually are pretty good. They're definitely updated kind of stat-wise cards. They're not kind of lacking in speed in certain aspects of that. I'm going to go over the Chiefs players, because you guys can tell me your theme team, you're in the comments how like right your players were. For the Chiefs, we have a top 5 offensive line in the game. Mike Remmers has been out pretty much for the entire year. He is our worst starting offensive lineman, yet he has the highest overall offensive lineman card out of anyone between Orlando Brown Jr., Joe Thuney, Trey Smith, and Creed Humphrey. Doesn't make much sense. Anthony Hitchens, there's probably not a lot of other options on the Chiefs defensively. This is actually probably a reasonable card. He's been a real leader for the Chiefs probably throughout the last 3 years. Unfortunately, I think he's not going to be back on the team next year. But Anthony Hitchens, I do believe he's Cowboys and Chiefs themed teams. And speaking of themed teams. Shout out Joker Kale. You guys can take a screenshot of this list right here of all the teams and all the players with their respective theme teams. The Browns get a grand total of 6 players. Panthers getting 5. I know there's a couple fullbacks, a couple kickers, a couple punters. Some players like Tyler Boyd got a Team Builder 2, and now he has a Team Builder 3 card. Set-wise, we don't know. I'm assuming 87, 89 is probably going to be the bulk of these sets. So if you have 87 overalls today that you open from Pro Fantasy, you're just kind of having your binder, hold on to them, see what their price is tomorrow. I would also hold on to some 89s, maybe some 85s as well. But that's kind of all your new content. Again, we will have 2 more Rainbow LTDs we will get the information on tomorrow morning. But now, the biggest thing for me that's still left to kind of be decided is, are we going to get an odds? Because as a market guy, it's huge. Are we going to get an odds boost tomorrow? I think we are. I think we're getting an odds boost tomorrow. I think at worst we get one by like Friday or Saturday, but it's going to happen this week. We usually do not go a month without getting an odds boost, so we're going to wait and see. We'll know probably at like 7:30 West Coast, 10:30 East Coast time tomorrow morning, but that's huge when it comes to our investments, just the market as a whole. But now hopping into our investment impacts, our direct kind of like player investments, because we had Dalvin Cook as a GG2 investment. I actually did not have any Dalvin Cooks going into today, and well, let me just say this: Dalvin Cook getting this 96 overall season 3 champion or season 3 card is the best possible outcome for Dalvin Cook investment, and Dalvin Cook has gone down in price, and you can see by how many Dalvin Cooks I have in my binder. I had none going into today. I love Dalvin Cook as a 10K investment. Every single player we've seen with the likes of Rasul Douglas, Roger Saffold, those type of cards, if the more obtainable the card is, the better the investment will be, and Dalvin Cook will be on every single person's team as soon as they hit level 20, so it's not going to be a one-day turnaround investment. It's going to be more of like probably wait a week and a half for a lot of people to hit level 20, but I love Dalvin Cook at 10K or under. I think it's very safe, and a lot of people are going to power up Dalvin Cook because he is a really good running back at 96 overall, and he's not, or it's level 20 or level 30, whatever it is. It's going to take a little bit for the Dalvin Cook to kind of be impact on the market, like being taken off the market, because no one's going to have Dalvin Cook day 1, but I like it as an investment. For some other cards, Ronnie Stanley, Alex Mack, DeMarcus Lawrence got Team Builder 3 cards. Their prices aren't going to be affected too much. I'd wait till tomorrow afternoon if you have some of those. I have some Ronnie Stanleys I'm looking to sell tomorrow afternoon. JT gets us a little surprise NFL honors, and you can see I have only 2 left, and I actually have sold all mine off now just because he's not that good of a card. We've seen the NFL honors, Jamar Chase, Redux, and Blitz crash from like 190 to 120K because these cards are so expensive. We talked about this for the past week. NFL honors cards are so expensive and so unobtainable to the common MUP player that not a lot of people are going to be powering up. So I was buying those 92 JTs under 60K. I sold one for 90, one for 83, and the last one for 79K. Not the greatest profit, but it's 15-20K after tax really per card, so not too bad. Talking now about the LTD investments for NFL honors, because I'm kind of varying on certain cards. So Justin Tucker right now, he's at like 560 on your screen. He goes down on Xbox to like 515, 520 all the time. I love his investment. In terms of like a rating scale of how much I like his investment, anything under like 520K, 9 out of 10, maybe even a 10 out of 10. He is I think he's gonna be the best kicker in the game for the entire year because of his abilities, his kick power. On the other side, Micah Parsons and Jamar Chase, I'm a little hesitant. I'm gonna be honest. I'm a little hesitant because I don't think they are end game players. Now, Micah Parsons is probably an end game outside linebacker, but Jamar Chase, I don't even think he's a top 3 wide receiver in the game with his archetype and height only be 6 foot. I think Cooper Kupp's better. I think Jerry Rice is better. And honestly, I prefer Calvin Johnson, even maybe Colin Johnson to Jamar Chase. So, I don't know, man. If you want to be safe, especially because we're also getting so much new content over the next few days, it's going to be hard, I think, for these prices to kind of even just hold steady. I'm more focusing on Justin Tucker because I don't think he gets replaced within the meta for a while until we get a 99 Ultimate Legend kicker, and that's not going to be for a couple months. So I'm prioritizing picking up as many Justin Tuckers as I can under 520K. Again, you need to have a lot of coins to do these LTD investments because Justin Tucker, it's going to be like a week, 2 week long investment because he's a kicker. It's going to take a little bit, especially with the market crash this weekend. However, Micah Parsons, Jamar Chase, if you want a price point that I'm kind of investing, I'm going to pick up 1 or 2 probably. Micah, I'm going to try to get under 900. Jamar Chase, under 1 mil. But we're going to see. I'm not going to force those investments. I do think those are just, I think they're overpriced players for their position, their stats, their team chems, and all that stuff. But now kind of to wrap up this video, you can see my binder. You guys can see the core leads. I have like 4 to 5, I'd say, of my favorite investments. You can see Bakhtiari. It's more about the price. I've seen so many Bakhtiaris at 8, 9K, so I've scooped him up. Xavier Howard, too, for like 3K. Saquon Barkley, a little bit more of a combine investment. By the way, combine investment guide will probably be out Friday afternoon. I think that's what I'm planning next. Of course, Combine I think is going to be dropping next Friday. But just kind of going through my binder, you see Agent Reroll, some heavyweights. Again, not going all out on Gridiron Guardian 2 investments, because if they do not get card, it's going to be really hard to sell back to kind of break even. So I have like 3 to 4 of each card that I do like. I am spreading out my I'm diversifying the revenue really when it comes to, I'm not going all out on one player. I do want to get a couple more Derrick Henrys, because with JT getting a card and Dalvin Cook getting a card, Derrick Henry's it just makes more sense now that he's going to get a Gridiron Guardian 2 champion. But that is all for this video. We'll not be streaming tonight. Streams will be back Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. As always, video tomorrow afternoon. We'll probably be recapping all the Gridiron 2 content and that fun stuff. But that's all for the video. Comment if you have any questions. Like if you enjoyed. Subscribe if you're new. And until next time, peace.